Good morning, students. We are going to see a series of lectures in the Google Classroom. And before we proceed to study about the salivary glands histology, I thought we will have a small introductory class on the glands. So before we proceed to study about the salivary glands, it is better you know the general features, the types and classification of the glands. So the general features of the salivary glands, they present as a discrete organ or they are present as layers in the viscera. The secretory cells form the functional units of the glands, and depending upon their shape, they can be either flask shaped, then they are called as acini. If they are cylindrical, they are called as tubular. And the secretion contains enzymes, hormones, fat, and things like that. The rate of secretion of any gland is governed by the neuronal or hormonal control. The myoepithelial cells are star-shaped cells seen around the secretory elements of certain exocrine glands. So these are the general features of the glands. Now coming to the classification of the glands, there are many types, many features about which the glands are classified. The first one is the based on the site of delivery of the secretions. The exocrine glands, they deliver their secretions on the surface. Example, salivary glands. Endocrine glands, they release the secretions into the bloodstream. That is the thyroid gland, all these things are endocrine glands. The third one is paracrine glands, where the secretions are into the local extracellular space. Uh, Example, the endocrine cells present within the GAT. So based on the site of delivery of the secretions, they are classified into exocrine, endocrine, and paracrine glands. Now coming to the classification based on the number of cells. They can be unicellular glands like goblet cells or multicellular. All other glands excepting the goblet cells are falling into the category of multicellular glands. The unicellular glands, that is the goblet cells, they are present in the GIT as well as in the respiratory tract. Based on the number of ducts and the shape of the secretory end piece, they are classified as simple glands with one duct or a compound duct with major and minor ducts. Based on the mode of secretions, they are classified into four types. Number one is merocrine glands, where the secretions, there is a release of the secretions, but there is no loss of cytoplasm. Whereas the apocrine glands, they are releasing the apical part of the cytoplasm. There is partial loss of the cytoplasm. The holocrine glands, secretory cells burst out and the cells die. And the last one is the cytocrine cells. The cells are released as a part of the secretions. The merocrine glands are the one which release the contents by the exostosis mechanism. There is no loss of cytoplasm. Apocrine, apical part of cytoplasm is released. Holocrine, the secretory cells burst out, like in the case of sebaceous gland, and the cytocrine, where the cells are released as part of the secretion. Now, based on the nature of secretion, they are classified as serous glands, thin watery secretions, mucus glands, thick mucus viscous material is secreted, and the mixed gland. The serous salivary gland is the parotid gland, mucus salivary gland is the sublingual gland, the seromucus, which is the mixed variety, the submandibular salivary gland. Now, having listened to the various features of the glands, I request you to take a small test by matching the following two columns and wish you a happy learning experience. Next class, we'll see about individual salivary glands and the exocrine glands. Thank you.